If they took a ride, if they were inside, oh.
Okay, what's up, guys? It's RaeROQ from ROQ Magazine, and we have T.S Rose. How you doing today, T.S?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So, tell me a little bit about how you got started in music.
I grew up in music. Like, my mom is a musician.
Mm-hmm.
So we were always doing music. Like, in our house, I was piano lessons, drum lessons, everything. And then I wanted to be a doctor. And I was like in biomedicine in high school. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to college for music. And I went to college for music and I started writing for people at like 19. I was like writing for like Elle Varner. And then I got an audition with an artist and I started singing background. And after that, I was like, I could do that. I can be an artist.
So you said your mom was a musician first. What kind of music did she sing?
Actually everything. Like, we were like classically trained at a very young age. Musical theater, gospel, R&B. So we kind of covered all the genres in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your favorite genre to listen to right now?
Right now, I'm kind of having like a Backstreet Boys phase, but like in general, probably R&B and funk. I love pop music. But yeah, neo soul, all the things that have a little soul in it, I listen to all that. I'm really invested in that.
Mm-hmm. And you said that you started off writing. Are you still writing today?
Yeah, I actually, once I got home, I had all these calls. Like, I finally started putting out music and everyone was like, yo, like, can you write for this artist? Or like, can you come to the studio? I'm going to start sending you tracks because I want you to write for my artist now. So that's been something I've really been trying to take more seriously. Besides, you know, being an artist for myself and writing for myself.
Mm-hmm. So what was the first song that you ever recorded for yourself?
Oh, wow. I don't think it ever even dropped or anything. I think I was in college and this guy was like, I feel like you can write. And I was like, okay. And then I don't even remember the name of the song. But I feel like the first song I actually put out and recorded and wrote myself was Lucky. And that's like on an EP. On like iTunes and all that. But that was like the first song that everyone was like, oh, you kind of know what you're doing. And I was like, yes, I do know what I'm doing.
Okay. And you recently, earlier this year, I believe, you released your video, Live from the Couch. So it kind of, when I saw it, I kind of thought it was like quarantine inspired. Is that right? What was the inspiration for that?
You know what? Everyone says that, and I like that. I like how like everyone has their own interpretation. But I actually wrote it the year before.
Oh, wow.
2019 came. I had like a very rough year, and I was like, I want to change everything about my life. But there was something like I just wouldn't get out of bed. Like, I was just on the couch, and it was like, the song is actually the couch talking to me and trying to convince me to stay in bed. But it's like, you have to realize that if you want things to change, you want your life to change, you got to get up. You got to try and you got to put in some effort. And that's really what the inspiration of the song was. But it just happened to coincide with COVID. So everyone had to be home and on the couch and not really doing anything, which was kind of a blessing for everyone to slow down. But it's kind of time for me to turn up.
So is Say My Name in Prayer, is that your newest single?
Yeah, I actually have a new single coming out. It's called The Biggest Dog, where I'm rapping. And no one ever hears me rap, but I gave a little rhyme. But the one that I'm about to drop a video for is Ending Prayer. That's the latest single that's been out that I've been promoting. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have like a album, EP, body of work? Is there anything coming up?
Yeah, they're
soon?
all actually Live from the Couch, Ending Prayer, The Biggest Dog. They're all from my album, and it's actually a concept album. It's like virtues and vices. So each one is a song kind of about like Ending Prayer is wrath, if you listen to the words. Live from the Couch is sloth. So if you go through like the album, you can understand all those. But yeah, I'm taking my time with it. I was a little hasty, and I'm very particular. So it's like I want to go through every mix, and I want to make sure it's right when I put it out because it's like my baby. Mm-hmm. So there is an album on the way that will have all those songs on it.
And when can we expect that? That sounds exciting.
Yes. Yes. When can we expect that? I don't know. It was supposed to come out in June, and we are now in November. So I'm taking my time with it, but it is definitely coming, and be on the lookout for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I know when you're, being creative and you want to make sure everything is just right, especially if it's your baby.
Exactly. Take your time.
And also, the concept from Live from the Couch was kind of cool too.
Thank you.
So, can you explain a little bit about, I guess, the concept of that?
The actual video was, we wanted to put all of the vices in the video. So there's all these little people in the video, and that's like sloth and lust and wrath and pride and envy. And if you look at the video, you'll see all the little characters, doing little things that represent those little vices that we all have. And that's what the inspiration was. I don't know if it came across, but it looks good. I thought it looked great.
Yeah. And you did mention you were on tour. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I toured for a rapper, and I've been touring with him for 8 years. And that's been kind of incredible, like seeing the world for free, or getting paid to see the world, and singing. It's very stressful, I guess. But you kind of get up there and you're like, I can do that. I can sing on stage. I can woo a crowd. And so it's pretty amazing, like seeing everybody's face every night and like 10,000 people and you're singing. It's pretty incredible. So I've been really blessed to be able to have a section in my life where I did that.
Yeah, and you kind of also get the full-on concept of what it is to just be up there.
Yeah, yeah, it's like front row seat, like what to expect. Yeah, even backstage, it's like what goes on, like what happens with artists business-wise and fans, and all of it is like, wow, this is like a very good learning experience of what I want to do. And kind of like, do you actually want to do this? I feel like a lot of people want to be an artist and want to do things, and they don't really get a chance to be involved to see, is this something I can live with? And I got that chance, and it's like, this is fire. Like I have different ideas of what I want to do and what I want to bring to humanity in general with my music and fashion and lifestyle in general. So it's been incredible.
And what are some of the things that really inspire you as an artist, your music, and just, I guess, you every day?
I would say Black culture is very inspiring for me. Like whatever is going on with our artists and kind of like what's going on in the streets, whatever we're dealing with, whatever life kind of inspires me. I think a lot of artists try to pull from life and experience. And I like to do that because I like to be able to connect. I feel like that's where we connect and people can understand my music, is because it's something that everyone's gone through. So I feel like you got to live life. So sometimes it takes a little longer to put out this project or that project because you need a little more experience to write about it. You need a little more experience, inspiration behind whatever ideas you have. So I think that just living life is my biggest inspiration. It's just going out and, seeing what's going on outside.
Yeah. And do you find, I guess, being an independent artist to be challenging, or do you think you would like to stay independent?
That's a very good question. Being independent is extremely hard. It's like stressful. It's very stressful. But I do believe that if you can make things happen with no budget, with no backing, with any of that, you can do it any type of way when you get a budget. And so I kind of am happy in this space of pushing myself to be able to create something and get a product that's good and get some content that's good on my own. And I'll never be limited. Like if I do decide that I want to go to a bigger label or I get more backing or whatever, it's like, okay, I know exactly what to do with this now because I've created my vision with nothing or with scraping around to get things together. So I think eventually it's possible that I would consider going, larger labels. But independent right now is like, it feels good. It feels good to have something on my own. It feels good to be able to do it on my own right now. So.
And what is something that people might not know about you?
Well, definitely I play drums now. That might be on there. I talk about it all the time, but I never do it. That was probably like the worst representation. Like all the drummers out there are gonna be like, she can't play. But I play drums. Yeah, I like a lot. I like a lot of different music. I'm Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. That's what I'm riding around to in my car. I'm bumping that. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff people don't know about me. So that was a hard question, but I think drums might be a good answer.
And is there anything else that you would like to add or mention about new things that you have coming up right now? I'm like a couple things, I guess. Definitely look out for my album. My sister has a production company and she's doing a live performance, like live showcases of artists. So be on the lookout for that. We're in rehearsals right now. We're going to start filming for that. I am starting to style people, style men. I'm into that. I feel like I have a very refined taste, if you can tell by that jacket that you'll see in the other clip. But yeah, I'm definitely getting into my fashion bag and just kind of trying to expound on the music because I feel like all of it is kind of artistry and I want to, dip my toe in everything because I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge in all of it. So, yeah. All right. So thank you so much, T.S, for coming.
Of course. Thank you for having me. She's been doing this for a long time, guys. Since 19, high school, I knew she was doing this and she's keeping it up and it's incredible. To see the growth, it's amazing. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And stay tuned for that new video, right?
Yes, it's coming. You can follow me at T.S Rose. It's just my name, T.S Rose, on Instagram and TikTok or whatever I'm doing right now. So, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.